Hi, this is Rod. This is PhD Student Advice. Today, I'm going to share with you something a little bit different. I'm not really going to talk about how to write a PhD or the different aspects of a PhD program, such as all the initial assignments you need to get your credits, and for example, how to create and build up your dissertation proposal. What I'm going to do today is go back to some very basic elements or issues that many PhD students have, and that is how to write in English and how to express yourself correctly in English. Many of my students are foreign students, and I've been 15 years, I've been an ESL teacher. I've taught foreigners or foreign students how to speak and communicate in English. I've taught basically IELTS, TOEFL, GMAT, SAT, and so on. And it surprises me, it never ceases to surprise me, how often really smart PhD students screw up communicating in the written word in English. Some very basic, I would say, kindergarten English. They just don't understand. So I'm just going to go through some very basic things today. So first of all, I'm going to just address 5 verb tenses. Now you may laugh and think, what's this got to do with PhD? Bear with me. I will guarantee at the end of this that you'll be surprised and you'll have learnt something. Really, this is going to help you to write better, to express yourself better, both in speaking and writing. So here we go. First of all, let's take present simple. For example, I teach English. You think in English. He loves her. She cries sometimes. It is hungry. We are happy. They are creative. It's what we call present simple. Now, most of you know the verb tenses, I'm sure, if you're a PhD student, but do you know why you use it? That's the critical thing. It's easy to know what, not so easy to know why. I can prove this to you. Let me ask you just one question. Do you love your mum? You say, oh yes, of course. Okay, why? Oh, not so easy now. You're thinking right. Not so easy to say why. It's the same in English, in learning English. We often know what the terminology is and what we're saying. We often know why we're using certain verb tenses, for example. So, number 1, and please bear with me. I know you think this is very basic, but please just bear with me just a few minutes and you'll see why I'm telling you this. Number 1, the reason why we use present simple, or in some areas of the world they call it verb 1, is number 1, to talk about routines and habits. I brush my teeth every morning. I go to sleep every night. Okay? That's fairly simple. We learn it in kindergarten, right? The second reason is to talk about facts, true facts. Birds fly in the air. Monkeys play in trees. Students learn in classrooms. You get it? All right, that's the first one. But just wait. The second is what we call present simple continuous. Okay, so it's what we call the ing factor. Speaking, thinking, loving, laughing, crying, talking, studying, thinking. Most people will tell you, if I ask you why do we use that, most people will tell you, to talk about things we're doing now. Correct. Right now, I'm sharing some info with you. Right now you're listening and watching me. Okay, that's pretty basic. But you know something? There's a second reason why we use that continuous verb. There's the problem. Why? Not so easy, eh? Not so easy. Why do we use it? Let me tell you. Let me give you an example. I live in Barcelona. I may live in Barcelona, but I'm living right now in Dubai. Live is a fact. I live somewhere, but I'm living somewhere is temporary for a period of time. We're talking about something that's temporary for a period of time. That's really important to know why. So if you see ing, continuous in text, or you're writing or speaking, it's one of only two reasons. One, to talk about something that's ongoing right now or ongoing at that period of time. And number two, something that's temporary for a period of time. Are you dating right now? You may say, yes, I'm dating. Okay, will you be dating for the rest of your life? Of course not. Hopefully not. I'll one day hopefully get married or whatever. I don't intend to keep dating after I get married. Exactly. It's temporary for a period of time. Dating. Number three, the verb tense, simple past. It's very simple, actually. There's only one reason why we use it, and that's to talk about completed action. Not difficult to understand that one. Next one I'm going to cover, number 4. Remember, we're just going to cover 5 today. This is very short today. The fourth one is what we call present perfect. And many students have a problem to figure out what's the difference between present perfect and simple past, because they both address the past, the completed past. So let me give you an example. What's the difference between I went to Bali, simple past, and I have been to Bali, present perfect? What's the difference? Why are you using I have been? Why not just say went? The answer to that is that we use the present perfect form of the verb to talk about completed action, but it is still relevant now. It's still important now. Whereas we may use just simple past to talk about past action. It's past, it's over, who cares, so what? But present perfect is really about something completed, but it still has relevance now. So when you're writing a PhD dissertation or you're writing a weekly assignment, whatever it is, remember that. Remember to use those 4 verb tenses correctly. And also when you speak to your advisor or your supervisor, make sure you bear in mind why you're using certain language. It's not what you use, it's why you're using it. Here's the last one. Number 5. Past perfect. Okay, well, past perfect is relatively simple. It's really, the word we always use in past perfect is had. And what that means is that we're talking about an action that happened in the past is completed, but it actually happened before another action also completed. So it's 2 completed actions in the past. One happened before the other. Let me demonstrate to you. I could say to you, I had finished my meal this morning. I had finished my meal this morning. Had plus past participle. When my phone rang. Not ring, not rung, rang. Simple past. Rang. You get it? Which one happened first? Well, obviously, I had finished happened first, and then my phone rang. So you may say, what has this got to do with PhD? You know, I'm smart. I'm really smart. I'm basically aiming right to the top of the food chain, the academic food chain. What are you telling me this for? Let me tell you, I've been helping PhD students for 6 years, since 2012. I've been an ESL teacher for 15 years. And it surprises me every time I'm working with PhD students how often they forget or simply don't even know some of these basic verb tenses. So my apology if you already know this stuff, but many of my foreign students don't know it or not sure, and certainly don't know why. So really, these 5 verbs is all about why we use them. When you know why, it makes a lot of sense. Then when you're writing or speaking within a PhD program, you not only know what you're writing or speaking about, but why you're saying it or why you're writing it. It's really, really important. So my friend, I want to thank you for listening to me. Please click on the link below and have a look at my website, or check out my email address. Please contact me. I help a lot of PhD students with their studies. Don't wait until you've got a problem that you cannot fix, and you're trying and you're getting stressed. Call me. Let me be upfront with you. If you need help with your PhD, and it's just some very simple advice, student advice, I'm not going to charge you. It's for free. You know, I enjoy doing this stuff, right? If you need more active help, in other words, to help you throughout your PhD program and help you to create many different things when you're writing this program, like assignments or your dissertation proposal, whatever it is, if you need my help, if you come to a PhD roadblock and you need some assistance, I will charge you. I will have to ask you to pay something. All my PhD students pay me $20 an hour. You say that's expensive. Well, it is, especially if you're on a limited budget. But let me challenge you. Call me, just contact me, and let's talk about it. You will not believe how much we can pack into $20 into an hour. A lot. Most of my students contact me, most of the students I've got now, originally contacted me after failing a course or being rejected in some part of the PhD program. It meant they had to repay or pay thousands of dollars to retake the course. So for $20, I'm challenging you. Check me out. Check out my website. Contact me. And let me see if I can help you. I can promise you that if you ask me to work with you and help you, you'll realize how much value you get for that $20. It's going to save you a lot of grief and a lot of pain later on. So in closing, thank you so much for listening to me. I've enjoyed sharing this with you, and until the next time, goodbye.